Hello. Here we are. Another Tuesday. You'll have two more. We're almost, goodness sakes, it's almost summer solstice. Solstice, say that 5 times fast. And here we are, another Tuesday. Next week, Stephen is going to be with me. So hello, everybody. How are you doing? I'm going to get my tablet up so I can see stuff on that one as well. Because, we all know about how little the chat is for me to read. So, hi, everybody. How are you doing tonight? Why won't this go right away? View my channel. Yep, that's what I'd like to do. Go here. I have brought in the new treasures for the week. Hi, Kathy, Stephanie, Bonnie, Cindy B. Gail is in the house. How is everybody tonight? Thanks for coming and saying hello, hanging out, all the things. Oh, sorry. We had 91 degrees yesterday, I believe, our first 90-degree day of the year. And today, we've had rain all day and hail, and it's been in like the 50s to low 60s and nice and chilly again. So Miss Kristen tonight is passing again. She has she just has a lot of work. She works from home, and my understanding is she is the department where she works. So she doesn't have any backup. Hi Jerry, how are you doing tonight? So Kim is going to be joining us tonight, but she has to get home from her meeting and then she'll jump in on the chat. So I thought I would just start by trying to get a few of these things, trying to get a couple of these really stubborn stickers off and just kind of catch up with everybody. I know it's kind of crazy. I know she has had a rough year, that Kristen. Tell you what, it's been a lot for them. So hi, I'm Becky's Vintagevikingtreasures. For anybody who doesn't know me or new here, I am in Colorado Springs, Colorado. I have a booth at American Classic here in Colorado Springs. I also do live in-person shows around the country. Currently, the next one that is in person that I did post in the community for the information, and I did post a short about, it's called the Rocky Mountain Antique Festival, I believe is their official name for it. And it will be up in Loveland in about a month, in July. So that's the next in-person show that we'll be preparing for. But I don't think we'll be going anywhere. We're not going to Texas this year in August. Hi, Mom. How are you doing tonight? Did you get hail? I got a little hail over. I was over at the lodge making lefse. That's one I need to do for you guys. I need to make a video explaining how we make lefse. I think that'd be one of the things that'd be kind of fun because I always talk about it, and then you'll know what I'm talking about if I make a video about it. So I should put that on the short list of things I need to film. So that is the next actually in-person thing. Our lodge goes up to the Midsummer's Festival. It will be in Highlands Ranch, which is a suburb of Denver, is where it will be held this year. And we will be selling our lefse, which is basically our main fundraiser for the lodge, other than our meals that we do throughout the year at the lodge itself. It's one of those things where you got to fundraise to keep the lodge going, and you got to have the lodge to do the fundraising. So, because we use the kitchen for making the stuff. So let's see. I know Kim is going to be a little bit late tonight for getting home from her meeting, but we can get caught up And I can tell you if there's anything else going on, because I'm trying to think that is the majority of everything. It's really kind of slow, which is odd, but at the same time good because it is summertime and there's a whole bunch of other things going on around here. So, Baba Wally, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Northern California. Don't forget it. Right? Well, there you got that. Now, Mom and I are going to figure out what our trip is going to be. We're going to be making some discussions about that this week to hopefully make some plans for where we're going to be going. It's fun. And that's what I'm thinking. There's just really not anything else on the calendar, I think, until August, September, right in there for other like glass shows and stuff. The other one that was normally here in Colorado would have been the end of September, early October, and they are not doing that one here this year, unfortunately. So, we've added a few, we took a few away. Got to make sure all of them fit in our schedule for all the things and the stuff. Jeff's niece, the oldest, well, nope, not the oldest, but his brother's oldest, gave us a date for the wedding that they are planning, and that is going to be the beginning of September. So we are working on the travel plans for that to make sure that that works for all the things that we need to do, and that's going to be way over in the DC area. So I pretty much feel like I'm going to be a broken record for the next couple months as to what I have going on, because it's not changing for a little while. I do have some nights scheduled with Trisha on Sandy and Otto. That is her channel name. I believe I am on with her this Saturday, and then I think I gave her a date for July and a date for August. So as those get close, I will let you know what they are. I'm wondering if, let me see if I can go grab her, what is that I want? I want her channel link so that you guys can know where that is. SDY, if I can spell it right. Sandy and Otto. And see if I can just drop the whole. Well, I'm subscribed. Why am I? Yeah, I'm subscribed. Got it. It's just telling me what it is. Let's see. What would be her link? I probably need to make a few more people in the chat mods so that they can drop links and stuff like that in the thing. Share. Here we go. Share. And I'm going to copy. And then I'm going to bring it back to where we are and open that up and come back to our chat. Make sure we're in all chat. Boy, so many things to open and do. And then I'm going to drop it in the chat here, hopefully. Paste and send. Woohoo! How's that? So that should be the direct link to Saturday night that I am on Trisha's channel, I believe. Kathy might be able to help me make sure that I've got the right one there. But I believe that is the correct one. And then I'm going to see about... Nope, nothing I can do there. Okay. So I am all caught up. I have one last package to put out from last week. I am all caught up on all the things. That's super pretty fun and pretty nice to be able to be back on a routine. So good. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to give you a wrench in the chat too. I don't know if I can do it here or there, but I will work on that as we do things. So what I was saying with that being caught up is that I will invoice through PayPal, and I do shipping estimates through Pirate Ship. I try to get my invoices out within 48 hours of the sale. I ask that you try and pay your invoices within 48 hours of receiving them, and then I try and get the shipping out 48 hours from receiving payment. Now, if that falls on, you pay on Saturday, Sunday's not a shipping day. Around here, they won't. I can't even get into the post office to drop off stuff here anymore. They have it locked for the lobby. So I can't get in to drop off anything until Monday. So, those kind of things. So that's the majority, I think, of the stuff and such. Please ask questions. If there's something you're looking for, let me know about it. I don't know sometimes that I'm even need to be looking for something unless somebody lets me know that that you're interested in it. Keep my eyes open for it. I just never know what I'm going to find, honestly, when I am out looking and snooping around here. I do have within about a 3-mile radius to my house. I think we counted these before. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 thrift stores within a 3-mile radius of my house. So I try and do a loop. Several of them I go to 2, 3, 4 times a week. Other ones I do once a week, twice a week. And then the ones that are a little bit further out from me, I try and just, make a loop to the east side, a loop to the south side, a loop to the north side, and try and get everything in at least once a week. We believe one of the reasons why we have so much thrifting here in Colorado Springs is because of the military. We have the most military bases in a county of the United States. I think it's 6 or more. So that's one of the reasons why I think we have such amounts of different thrift stores around the city. So I don't have a bicycle, Kathy. No, I have a fancy minivan. It gets me everywhere. So no, I can't even tell you the last time I rode a bicycle, honestly. Jeff could. They used to go on bike rides a lot, but no. I chose to stop riding a bicycle a long time ago. So, let's see. So I'm going to unpack a few more things so I have a good amount ready to go so we're not constantly unwrapping. But so they are fresh picks, fresh treasures. I bring them to YouTube first so that you guys can have first dibs on it before they go into, say, the box that heads out to my booth or into a show inventory. Am I missing anything? Let's see. We have about 20 minutes till Kim gets here. So I will either need to self-mod or we're going to figure out how to get somebody else. I'm going to try and give. Well, good to see you. I think I say it in my head and then I'm like, did I say it already? But I can say hello to you twice. Let's see. Nope, none of those things are what I want to do to that comment. So I wonder where that's the comments on the screen. I don't know if that helps anybody or not. Hi, Patty. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you. Mom's Norta. Oh, you did? Huh. I was there. I don't know if I've been there. Well, I had left this morning, so I didn't go all the places. And then started hailing. So I kind of took refuge under a tree for a little while because, we don't need any more dents in the van. Well, goodness sakes. Let's try this. Okay. Oh, we're going to go here. We're going to save. Let's try that. See if that changes how we see things on the screen. The other thing is I find things that are year-round, not necessarily the season that we're in. And I usually try and at least give them one look here on YouTube before I put them into the seasonal box. I do have live shows that are coming up. Stephen of Stephen's Unique Antiques will be with me next Tuesday here on my channel. And then I believe in July, I have a Pixie and Mushroom sale scheduled. I am still finishing pulling out of the stuff from my last trip. I have that box we've been through. So I just have a little bit of glass to go through and unpack. And then, and one more antique shop that I need to pull out some stuff that I got for, I got something for Barb that took up most of that box. So, hi, Bev. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you. So, that's kind of where we're at. Local treasures and still the tail ends of what I brought back from Ohio. Basically, I think we saw the rest of it throughout that trip. So, all right. I'm going to unwrap these last couple things that we have out on the desk, and then we'll start with some choices. How's that? And get the show on the road a little bit. I have a couple, let's see, we got Gail, Mom, and Bev are all Colorado locals, my Colorado ladies. Kim will be my other one that she'll be popping on and helping us mod tonight. And Kathy, did you throw anything else in the chat? See if I made that thing work or not? If you would do a testing for me, and then I know with that modding wrench, you can put links in the chat for sure that way. So that was my main goal, was to be able to have somebody else that could throw, yeah, you got a blue wrench. There we go. Cool. All right. So I have all the fans on. It's really not that hot here. It's just kind of stuffy, and you can tell I was pulling everything over and I get warm. The house is warmer than it is outside. Oh, you know, all the crazy things. So we're going to have a choice with a start of 5. Hey, it looks so fancy. Mine shows up with a big yellow stripe on it. So I have 2 sifters. I have a pretty standard, it's just the stainless steel, and it has the measurements on the side here. Is it marked? 3 cups, 2 cups, 1 cup. That's all it says on the side. Nice and clean. So it's 3 cup. There we go. Got a lot of glare on it. And then the other choice is the painted, it's white with the apple decals. Actually, very nice and bright. It says Bromwells. And then it's also a 3 cup measuring sifter. So they are the same size, both nice and clean. This one to me is more of a decorative one with a decal on it, because I would think that this one is more functional. I mean, you're not supposed to soak these sifters anyway, because then you start to get rust in them, and they're just supposed to be cleaned out, dry cleaned or whatever. Or not sit and soak. That's what I'm trying to say. Because we use them a lot at the lodge for making lefse, so we don't get lumps in our lefse dough. Yeah. I'm trying to think, do I have... Oh, I have the big one that was... Either it was my Grandma King's or it looked like my Grandma King's. And I have one big one up here, but they're not this one. And I have a box. It'll sound like I'm throwing things in it, but I'm really not. So, all right. This one's going to be a start. Let's do 4 on this one. I have a little crystal toothpick. It's kind of that pineapple style. the big bulbous base and then the flared out top. They made a lot of these. I pretty much think they were mass produced, but this one does have some nice color to it in terms of it's very clear. So I think it's a good glass piece, and it's got a little bit of a pattern that's pressed in. The toothpick is 3 inches tall, and the widest is about 2.5, 2 1/4 across the top of it there. I think the part of the wedding gift trends in the 80s and 90s, there's a lot of this clear glass. I think my sister-in-law got a lot of it too. When they were married, they were, Jeff's brother was in the Air Force, so they had a lot of Air Force people, commanders, whatever, that were around for the wedding. And that was seemed to be what lots of people gave for wedding gifts. And I will do a choice on this one as well. It can be 3. Well, I guess it's not a choice. I'll just put the start in. And I can't even type. S-T-A-R-T. I know it's a single shaker, but it has the S on the top. It has the original plastic screw-on base in good condition. It's a very nice size, which is 2 inches tall and about 1.5 inches across at the bottom. Oh, and then I didn't push enter. I still didn't do it, did I? There we go. I think this one has a little mark. Well, it has the S on the front right there. I think this is stainless again. I was going to rotate it around to the back to see what it said. Yes, stainless steel. I need all the magnifying glasses. (18-8) stainless. Oh, this is from Sweden. Oh, okay. So I can't read this first word right here, but then it said, because of the glare, 18-8 stainless, and then at the end here it says Sweden. So that is from Sweden. Nice little single shaker. These are fun. I like getting stacks or bags where I have a quantity so that we can kind of spread the wealth around. This will be choice, and we'll do one start. These are little nut cups or a favor bowl. They have that little teddy bear print on it. Reminds me of the cherished teddies a little bit. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 available. They are metal. So they're just a little bit, about 3 1/4 wide at the widest point, and then 3 the other direction, and just about 3/4 of an inch deep. We do have a printed date on the back side, which I can't read because I have my light turned the other direction. It says 1983, Midwest importers of Cannon Falls Incorporated. Cannon Falls is, I believe, Minnesota. So they remind me of the little tins that they had at the little gift shops. So I don't know if these were meant for like mint cups, nut cups, a little favor at a place setting, or for kids, or like a small custard cup for serving anything. But they remind me of the little tins that had like the basket handles and had the teddy bear scenes on them, I believe. Thank you, Deborah. I see you. I know there's 10. I'm just going to make sure that they're all the same pattern, which so far so good. They're all exactly the same. for teddy bears with red bows and a pine bough with little pine cones. So, Miss Deborah, how many would you like? Let's see. All right. Sounds good. Thank you. One times 10. Got it. Perfect. It'd be cute for kids or a really fun place setting, actually. I would love that. They would go super cute with lots of things. All right. Does anybody have a wedding coming up that needs a ring bearer pillow? I know this is probably one of like the Hobby Lobby out of their wedding decor. It's got satin, white satin with the embroider on it. It's got the button with the strings to tie, the little ribbon on the back. $4 start. And I know sometimes people are like, why would you pick that to show it on YouTube? Well, I pick it because I know it would go good out at my booth. It's lightweight. It's not breakable. It'd be easy to ship. So you guys get an offer of it first as well. It's about 7 by 7. It's pretty, let's see. It goes with almost anything because it doesn't have any big floral design or heart design or anything like that. So it's quite neutral. But see, these have, I think those used to run like $10, $12 at Hobby Lobby originally. I know they go on sale pretty often, but try and give you guys a good start for them. This will be choice. I'm going to do these at 3. These are, well, I'll do them at 2 here. Choice 2. These are vintage, harder to find. They are the little mini bundt pan size dishes, like Jello molds or children's size bundt pan. They have a little patina on the metal itself. There are 4 of them. I do not think that they have any markings on them. We used to have stuff like this, like in the playhouse or in the play kitchen. Oh, good. Yep. Thank you for putting Steven's link in there. I don't see any mark on these. So I know I have some mini loaf pans too, but those aren't over here where I can even show them to you all. But so kid size and or to make like miniature desserts or individual desserts. See what this one is. He's been busy, that kid down there in Alabama. He's got all sorts of fun garage sales and flea markets that he's been at. Right, they'd be really cute for little mini angel food cake. Or something, okay, that reminds me, my grandma King used to make, she called them nut bars. She took angel food cake and cut them into cubes and then had a recipe for like powdered sugar, like a really thin powdered sugar frosting that you rolled them in, and then you rolled them in crushed peanuts. So it was like kind of like the payday, but you had the angel food cake in the middle instead of the nougat. I haven't made that recipe in a long time. Yeah, they were really good, especially when Grandma made them. You know, it's always better when Grandma makes them. Oh, that goes in that. That is for that. Those are not. I have a children's size slotted spoon with a red wooden handle. This will be a $3 start. I know these came in sets for like for the kid size to make things in like a kitchen or the kids play kitchen. So not like doll size, but it reminds me of the older wooden handles of the primitive kitchen supplies. I don't think this has any markings on it. Nope, no markings. It could actually be a really cute little for like a Christmas tree ornament. You had a kitchen themed tree, or like if you wanted to hang it with some other kitchen primitives. It is almost 8 inches long, and the spoon is 1.5 inches. All right, I have a miniature pitcher. I don't know if we're a creamer. And hi, Carol. Yes. How are you doing tonight? Are you guys getting rain up there too? What a silly system we have right now. Kind of a butterfly on some floral branches. This will be $4 start. I would say it's a creamer, like an individual creamer. Goodness. Because of the size, it's very similar to like the toothpick size, which I'll offer this one next so you can see that. Here's a toothpick. It has a mark on the bottom which says Johann Haviland, Bavaria, and then it's got another stamp over it as well. So the round stamp underneath says Bavaria with a number, and then the green stamp on top says Johann Haviland, Bavaria. So German, a nice stoneware kind of style. Almost like the thickness of restaurant ware. That's a real durable stoneware. Okay. I think I heard that there was well, I didn't hear anything like a warning around really close to us, but that there were going to be some tornadoes and stuff. But I haven't heard anything, so I think we're all good with that. So I see Deborah in first at 4. So Stephanie, you'd need to be 5 or higher on this little guy. It is 2.5 inches tall, 3 inches across at the handle, and 1 1/4 this way, 3 inches this way, and 2 3/4 inch this way. Yeah, probably. Probably. Okay, thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate it. So mini creamer. Got it. At 4. Perfect. Now, I think I showed you these before, but I want to make sure. These are an $8 start. I have 2 of them choice. What I don't remember is if they came out of one of the boxes from a live sale from on the road. What I don't remember is sometimes I don't get to everything, but they're the star-shaped ones, and it says Queen Anne, and then it says Phoenix. What else does it say? And then it's a registered USA patent and patent pending. And it's a star-shaped kind of custard or glass mold, like the little custard cups. They're heart shapes, they're stars. And I'm not sure exactly what the Queen Anne came from, but it says whoever did a little research, and I left that part of the sticker on. It says glass baked Queen Anne 1930s star mold, and then I think that's their initials. So, but Yep. Are we all good on that one? Got it, got it, got it. Started date. Edward Tucker was first. Yep. Perfect. Got it. Okay. Those will go out to the booth. I do need some more. I need to spend some more time there revamping and putting out some. I feel I like to change it up at least once a week. I feel like if it looks the same way anytime somebody comes through, they're just going to look at it and go, same stuff, no big deal, and not come in and look. Because I'm in a corner booth and I really only have a 2.5-foot entrance into my corner. So it has to have enough interest for people to want to come in and look around. So I always feel the need to really fill it back up. I also have a couple things that are coming back a second time. They were cleared out from I had a box that wasn't paid for, so they're being offered again. That's the long and the short of it. This gal is going to be a start at 10. I've seen this several different makers. This is a clear frosted Madonna. It has a little foam piece on the bottom to help it sit flat and to keep it from tipping. I do not see any markings underneath. I think that there were some made in different sizes, but I cannot confirm or deny who made this one. I believe that Cambridge made some, and I know there was another company. This little one is 4¼ inches tall and just about an inch wide, and barely, the base. The base is an inch by an inch, but she's 4¼ inches tall. She's got a very nice finish on her. You can see her face. She's got her hands held together in the front, and then a real streamlined look to her. So once I got that all finished being resorted, I wanted to also make sure that those got brought back. This one is my childhood nostalgia. Will be a $5 start. This is one of those bathtub toys. It's a hippopotamus. You scoop up the water, comes out his whiskers, his wheels spin, his wheels for his feet spin. Let's see, what year is it? We have 1977 Fisher-Price Toys, division of the Quaker Oats Company. Oh, there you go. That's interesting. All that's written right there at the bottom. I remember having this one. I had one for my kids, so as soon as I saw this, I had to pick it up because if all else fails, I would love to just look at him up on my shelf. Nice, bright pink color. He's not even faded. Probably these, if you, I'm guessing these probably go 10 to 12, if not more, on eBay. But more for nostalgia for me. And he can keep me company. All right. We're working on what we have unpacked first. I'm trying to finish what I've unpacked. This will be a $2 start. I have a little stone turtle. It looks like we have a gray kind of stone on the base for his body and his head, and then a blue speckled some sort of stone for his shell. Just a little flat guy. Miniature. He is 1¼ by 1 inch, and he is about 3/8 of an inch tall. So 1¼ 1 inch, and 3/8 inch right here. Oh, can you see that? His eye goes all the way through, so you could string him as a bead, as a pendant if you wanted to. He could hang on a necklace or something. So I know, Carol. I totally agree. There's certain things. There's not very many things that people are like, well, what do you collect? There's not very many things that I'm like, oh, I love that, and I need to have it. And that hippo was one of them when I was at the store the other day. So I see Miss Deborah in for 2 on the turtle. Anybody else wants to jump in? Otherwise, I will call it for her. I definitely have quite the mix going on tonight because I don't usually have like a themed show other than when we do, I try and have more glass when I'm with Steven. And then I have like when I've done my pixie and mushroom one. And I think I'm going to have a glass bird sale. I'm going to schedule that in my mix because I've kind of got a flock accumulating over here in the shelf. Otherwise, you guys just kind of get the different treasures that I'm finding throughout the week, and it's all randomness. This I will offer as well. This will be an $8 start. And I'm not seeing a mark on the base or the inside. It has that spiral, the double spiral all the way around. I'm wondering, honestly, I think this is a gray, it's kind of a gray brown colored glass, but it also has a iridized finish to it. I have a flock going. Pretty much the standard toothpick size. It is 2.5 inches tall. 1 3/4 inches across. There's a good name for it. I have a hard time finding toothpicks that are a reasonable price anymore. The majority of the ones I see at antique stores, I mean, you used to find them all the time, $3, $4, $5. I know I have some other ones in the last box of glass I have to unpack from Ohio, but everything is going anywhere from $12 to $40 that I'm seeing now at antique stores. So the toothpicks, I don't know if it's because they are like it could be a small collection. You can have a lot of them in a little place. If it's the different kinds of styles that people like to collect, but this is like a whole nother world in and of itself. They have books dedicated just to toothpicks, patterns, companies, and they have a glass toothpick collectors club out there, and trying to remember what else that I saw. So these are hard to find for me anyway, for me to bring to you. So things going over there. That's gonna go for later. I have a little show and tell. I'm not sure why the base is the way it is. Oh, I bet you there's a museum. I know there is a salt and pepper museum, at least one. Yes, that too. Definitely that too, Bubba Wally. I got this guy for me to put up with my giraffes. I know I've seen this name before, made in Japan. It is a ceramic giraffe. What I don't know is why it has this little indent here. If it was maybe a train of some sort, or I don't know, something else to connect to it. But I thought he was really cute. Again, I don't collect much. And I say that coming from a collecting family. And he's going up there. 2 salt and pepper. Kathy, was that? Are we going back to this one? Oh, 2 salt and pepper museums. I got it. More words. Appreciate it. Thank you. I got you. These will be a $4 start. Let me see if that'll come off, I think, but I think they had a somebody put a Sharpie marker on it, but I can get that off of there. What was I going to say? These are new in the box, vintage knit booties. White with yellow. So they are 2 knit stretch booties, a 1 pair, made in the USA. Oh, Gail is on. No, Jerry. 8 salt and pepper museums. Is that what we're saying? Wow. The new old stock. Here's the original Target tag. The DPCI code. I worked the Target department, item, category is what the initials stood for those codes on there. And they're in the original package. 100% nylon, washing instructions and everything on the back right there. These would be cute for an ornament as well. You're doing something for like a baby shower or something like that. This was a $4 start for the booties. And Jerry, I am making sure that you're saying the same thing that Kathy was talking about with the museum, the number of museums. Because that's one of the funny things is, no matter how much I look into what's in an area and what you can go and do and the time you have to stop, above and beyond what you're there for, I found out after Jeff and I were in the Knoxville, Gatlinburg area that there was a salt and pepper museum there that we could have gone to. So booties were 4 stars. Just in case we're doing that. Okay, so I'm going to read the question. On the shelf behind me in the Viking department, yes, there is a red hat gnome person. He's hidden from the front edge of the shelf. Oh, him right there? That one? He will be eventually. But right now I'm enjoying him. He is a knickerbocker. Yeah, he was right on the edge. He was getting ready to jump off, so I had to move him back. I had to, put him in the safety zone, put him back a row. And yeah, eventually he will be. I think that's one of the other things that we're going to be getting to is that I'm going to probably go through, since I have my kind of Viking Scandinavian here and up here and on the shelf up there, I need to kind of make sure I don't have duplicates. And so when I do that, I will more than likely plan a Scandinavian themed sale, probably somewhere around like around the time that I do the one here in the fall, it's in October. So something like that. I'll put that on the schedule as well. I should probably put that in the community posts as well, so people can, other than the general shows, know what I have coming up. Okay. 3 more things and then we'll have to open another bag. This is a souvenir from the city of Loveland, Colorado. They have these sculptures like this, heart shape all around the city. And it has this at the bottom talking about the Western Heritage Company that made it. This will be a $3 start on the heart. 3, there we go. How did we like the Oz Museum? It was very interesting. We didn't go in it this last time. I've been in it before. We stopped at it to look for something for Gail specifically was hoping to find a couple other figures for in the Jim Shore stuff at their shop. So we didn't go through it this time, but it is really neat. I think that they said It's like 100-year-old collection now. When we went to it in a previous year, it had a pair of the ruby slippers from the original movie. And I mean, the whole city is basically themed around Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, which is very clever. They have a winery, follow the yellow brick road. They have the Toto statues all around town. All sorts of fun stuff. Very clever. Well done. Yes, that's what I was thinking, Bubble Wally. Closer to the holidays. Probably October, just because then it won't be and then everybody could have stuff by the time we get to the holidays then. So you were thinking about the salt and pepper mid-century. Oh, okay. This one? If that's what you're thinking, since I wasn't putting keywords in, Kathy, maybe you can help, or anybody who remembers. I say that specifically because I know Kathy Googles a lot of stuff for me. I think I said a 2 start on it because I thought 3 was too high for a single shaker. So, that they do. They do have a pair in the Smithsonian. Okay, I will watch for your. Okay, you got it, Jerry. If you would like that, I will put you down for it. I'm going to put salt at 2. Got it. Perfect. All on the same page now. I'm going to put, let's see, this will be, I'm going to see it's a duck planter. And the start will be 5. Yeah, he's like, I don't know. Oh, this is why I need all the help I can get. What can I say? Oh no. Seriously, right now? He's got a little crack. Little crack right here. But it's like a little sleeping duck. Got the head tucked down. Really cute little eyelashes on the detail. Airbrushed with the pink and the yellow over the ivory. No mark on the bottom. It is smaller, and then because of that little crack, it's very clean inside. I can feel it, like right here. My fingernail catches on it, but I can't see it. It's just, in the, oh, there it is. Now that I set it down, I can see it. Oh my, yep, I can see it. It's at the angle. Let's see if I can turn it. So there it is. And it goes down a little bit to right here. It was the angle of it. But cute little glossy ducky planter. One of the stores that I go to, they just pile the stuff in the, what do they call those? I think it starts with a G, the big, like Gatlin bins. I don't remember what they call them. But they're like a 4 foot by 4 foot or 3 foot by 3 foot cube tub, and they just stack everything in. Nothing has any sort of cushion. Yeah, there it is, gator. There's no cushions. There's no wrap on anything. It's just stacked in, and it comes from another city down the road from us. And so it's, jiggled and bounced and everything. I'm amazed that anything even makes it here without getting broken, honestly. So speaking of having things in that are totally off season, I have some little what do we want to call them? They're glass snowman ornaments. These will be a $3 start choice. 3 choice start. And there's 6 different choices. So They are these little, they remind me of like the top of the stir sticks with a little bit of glass detailing. I believe they were mass produced. But we have the green scarf, blue hat, red earmuffs, and they all have the little, like a snow globe or shakeable glitter in the bottom. They are 2.5 inches tall and about an inch and a quarter wide with the scarf. And then they have like a fishing line for hanging. So I have blue hat, green scarf. We have red hat, green scarf with no earmuffs. We have blue hat with a bow, red scarf. Yeah, I think that they kind of picked up on that everybody liked getting the personalized stuff and then created another line. They're very similar to that. Those I think had like ceramic ones. This one's red scarf with a green like wreath hat. But you're right, they're almost the same size and everything. Blue scarf, orange earmuffs, orange star earmuffs, and blue scarf, red and white striped hat. So they're all a little bit different, but very similar in size and shape, but just different colorways and individual designs on them. So that'll be a $3 choice with the 6 choices available. You probably could. You know what? Would they work? I don't know. Not really. Like if you had a little egg cup, they're too top heavy to have it like at a table because they would just slide over. But it was a good thought for a moment. They'd be cute at a table setting. Or as like a favor, if you wanted for people to have something to take away from a holiday sit down. All right. I'm gonna bring the big plush bag up there. Most of the plush that I start with a tag on, they'll be $4. With they don't have the tag, they start at $3. So he would be a $4 start. He's a little orangutan monkey from the Wild Republic, and he has the slap bracelet arms that can, hang on to a kid, a bag, a stroller, or whatever. So that's the monkey one. So I'm not going to be able to put them in the chat because I can't reach over the bag and type on the keyboard. Oh, thank you, Miss Kathy. This one is going to be a little bit more because it is a mini. She'll be a $6 start. She does not have her tag, but she has the teddy bear that's become Duffy, like the Disney bear. So it's Minnie with the bear. No tags other than their tush tag. And she says she is from the Disney parks. She's a little bit taller, which means she's a little over 11 inches when she stands up straight with her bow. So Minnie is a $6 start. This one I have to look into. That will do. Pooh is going to be a $2 start because he needs a little bit of some love. He is a Squishmallow Disney line, but he needs a little cleaning on the front, and I haven't gotten to it yet, so I will start him at 2 here. He is approximately 6 inches tall, so kind of that mid-size of the Squishmallows. If you're interested in any of these, you can just put a keyword in the chat for them. I did get this one to go in my Scandi pile, but I like to be able to have some plush for kids at the Scandinavian shows as well. He would probably be, what is he? I probably have 12 on there, so he can start at 10 here. I'm going to try and show you his tag, which, boy, that is hard to read. People Pals. And he comes with a skin, like a little winter Nordic kind of red and green sweater with reindeer. So he's a little teddy bear. I would say sitting, he's approximately 15, 14 inches tall. Good condition. He's got like like a velvet, a really shallow velvet on his tongue and his mouth. And oh yes, these were super collectible back when I was still doing eBay. I have no idea where these are at now, but he'll be an $8 start. This is a Starbucks Barista Bears, and they would put them in t-shirts, hoodies that were representative of the different locations of the Starbucks, kind of like their mugs. And then they did seasonal ones. This one is a little Bo Peep. Well, the sheep. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep. Got the bell, the whole little sheep outfit. Starbucks Coffee Company 31st edition Barista Bear Collection, made exclusively for Starbucks. Right? Back when my friend that moved to Florida and I used to have this really great little okay, Maritza, I got you. Thank you. This little small town auction, and I got a whole box full of all sorts of baristas. And Maritza, I think you are my box that has to go out tomorrow. If you don't mind, I will, if it doesn't change your weight of your box, I'll just combine it and then put it with the invoice without shipping. That works okay with you? There's Miss Bonnie. Oh, MJ. MJ, hi. Good to see you jumping in the chat. She wants poo. You got it. MJ, are you claiming the bear? The sheep bear? Good to see you in the chat. It's been a little while. I've had a hard time communicating. I don't know if my emails are going through, because I tried to send an email to Sandy when I was in Indiana, and she said she got it, but she said she messaged me back, but I never got any reply. So I don't know what is up with some of the email occasionally. So, okay. MJ, perfect. CEAR. I was surprised when I saw this guy. We don't see these very often. Thank you, MJ. And I think I think this is the last one that I have right here. I'm going to start her at 12. She is a what's the word? Bear, the name. Boyd bear. She's a Boyd's bear. She's articulated. She's got her legs move, her arms move, but she has a green velvet dress and a burgundy overcoat with a hood with fur collar, and then these little bear print buttons around the edge to hold on her. Let's see, do they come off? Does it open? Yeah, I think you can take off the coat if you want to, with a little burgundy rose on her ear. She is approximately, I would say, about 11 inches tall. Standing up with her hood up, she's even taller. So And we have the tag right here on the tush for the Boyd Bears. So she's quite the wintry looking one. All right. Let's see what else we got. Oh, here's something I need to unwrap. And this one is unwrapped. So we'll pull it over here. And that's one I need to fix. When I was over with Miss Kathleen, we did some more sorting and bagging for the booth and found one that needed to be repaired. That's for Jeff, for his uncle. Look at all the things I'm finding. Crazy. What is this one? Oh, okay. Those are going to be for later days. Got it. Perfect. All right. Let's see what we found in this bag. Let's try not to run over another one. Just stay over there. There we go. Everybody's happy now. My wheel got caught on the handle of it. Okay. Well, this little guy is a home. No, he's not. I thought he was Homeco at first when I looked at him. Let me put him in. Now I can read again. We're going to say 5. He's going to be a $5 start. He has his tag. UC, I know, and it says Fox, made in Japan, ceramic figure. Here's what he looks like. That he's not really a bisque finish, but he's definitely not a glossy paint finish. There's Kim. Oh no, I'm sorry you had car issues. Glad to have you. UCCTI. You, and I don't know how they pronounce that one. I know I've seen it before, but he's a cute little fox. Glad to have you. Hopefully you made it home. Car issues are never fun to have. Okay. I've just been trying to throw starts in the chats and trying to put more than one keyword in so I can remember. Somebody asked me what the question is or what the start was, that I have something to refer back to. But I didn't realize that until too far down the road. So that's why I'm putting keywords in now. So, oh no. Well, you know, you need a day out. You guys are open tomorrow? No, tomorrow's Wednesday. Never mind. Wrong day of the week. I have a wood napkin holder. Letter holder. And I'm going, does she mean my start or Kim's start? And I was debating that. Has like a little dove with the olive branch. This will be my start. Will be $6. Okay, you're not. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So this is a wooden one. Has some fine detailed little nails holding it together. And it is about 6 by 6.5. And it is 2.5 inches deep. And we have a UNESCO made in Japan. So it gives us a timeline for the age of the item. Oh, yeah. Okay. There's been some interesting car issues lately, well, yeah, you just never know what's going to happen, do you? This little set is going to be a $3 start. We have an individual salt and pepper shaker on the little, probably, was it silver plate? Yep, silver plate Hong Kong on the bottom. Has a little bit of tarnish, patina on it. $3 start for the set. Comes in its original box that says made in Hong Kong, salt and pepper shaker, all the details on it in those lovely colors from the late 60s, early 70s, the oranges, greens, and yellows. Fairy brand. That's interesting. Right there. It says Fairy brand. Cute little shakers. And the tops have different slots on them. For shaking what you want more to come out. Yes. All right. So those guys are going back in here. I don't lose them. Oh, now everybody in. There we go. We're going to go there. Perfect. This is something I don't know much about. And I think it's going to need to be a little bit higher start than I normally do because it's a bentwood box or a tin. I believe it was handmade. Got very fine finishing nails all the way around it. It's a big oval shape, which I usually see them in rounds. We are looking at about 3 inches tall. Um, 15.5 inches long and about 6 inches wide, 6.5. The lid is a little bit wider than the base. I think the start on this is going to need to be around 25. Depending, I don't think this is a really old one. But even so, because of the craftsmanship and the time that has gone into this, these usually run $35 to $50 a piece. And that's just for, a regular round one. I have not done any research on it, but it's finished very nicely. You can see how accurate the base is for the bentwood sides to nest in on that notch. And then it's got this is a rivet here for holding those two sides together. There's a little bit of, like something that was in it that had some color to it, but it's in very good natural wood grain still condition. Could probably use a little bit of I wouldn't say a polish, but maybe some oil, like just the hemp oil, like you use on, say, a cutting board to bring out the natural grains. So that is that offering. It's not going to stand up because it has got an oval size. Now, I pulled this, I think I got this yesterday. I know it's not in the best of shape. I know it's not, I know it is missing the glass bowl or the whatever that would normally be in it. But I still had to rescue it. I think I can start it at probably $15 is still a pretty good start price. This is a wedding basket, the stand, the handled part. I know it's hard to see. It has a lot of patterned detailing on the handle. That's all at the top. And it has a square base where a bowl or whatever would sit in there. Where we have some damage is the tabs like this that would hold something from slipping out. 2 of them, this one has bent off that top point, and so is this one. Well, and so is this one, honestly. But the detailing on, let's throw this, on the sides are amazing. You have the same pattern on both sides. And then there's a pattern on the base as well. Even just for the patina, for the stand itself. Am I back? Am I okay? I know I blipped a second on my end. Am I still going? Okay. And then I was going to see if there was any mark. There is. There's a mark on the bottom. But it is going to be super hard to read because of the patina and the what's left of that sticker right there. Right above my finger is where the mark is on this piece. That was really strange. I haven't blipped in a long time. I wonder if it's the weather. Let's see. It says silver plate. Sorry, triple plate. That also helps us discern the time period a little bit too. And I can't read what's underneath it. But it's a quadruplate. I think that's the other one. Silver plate or quadruplate. So this, I thought the detailing on the handle was worth rescuing. It'd be kind of fun to put something, a marriage of some sort of a piece. I'll have to look and see in my stuff if I have something that has a square base or something that would fit in here. And kind of marriage it up. Okay. Okay. Those are that. Let me wait on that for a second. I have to reach over here. That goes for the. I have little copper forms like the Jello molds. $2 each. I have a clover. And I have a bunny rabbit. They're kind of like that same size as the individual little bundt pans or angel food kind of cake pans. So I've seen these with a couple different patterns on them. I liked the coloring of these, much more bright and shiny, like the original, like the bigger Jello molds people will hang on their walls. They do have the loops at the top, so they could be hung on the wall as well. And I'm going to grab this super fast. And so I have all of it at once when I get to that part. Perfect. Okay. Phew. Pottery shakers. A pair. They'll need to be $6 for the pair. I looked these up quick. There's no corks, no seal at the bottom. It looks like they might have. It's really shiny on this edge here. They might have had maybe a flat cardboard or something at the bottom to hold stuff in. But because it was a pair I was trying to look up, they weren't coming up. Like it wanted to come up as one and as like a candlestick or a vase. So I'm pretty sure that they are one of the older pottery companies, and I was going to ask Barb about them. Or they could be, those little dots are where were on stands in the kiln to fire the glaze. So I don't know, they might be a hobbyist piece. We don't know. But I love the color of the glaze. All right. Guys, Kim got here and nobody's talking anymore. Are we doing all right? Everybody good in the chats? We're not glitching anymore. Oh, I think I said 6, Kim. Sorry. This one will need to have, okay, good. I've got you just on the edge of your seats tonight, huh? This one will need a little bit more work on getting the sticker removed. Mom in the chat might be able to help me. I don't know what this is made out of. It's got a butterfly. It's super light material. It reminds me of the celluloid stuff, but this is they put like the angel wispy stuff and the little grass and the butterfly and everything in this lid, and then here is the base for it. This will be $6 start. It does have a little condition issue where there's a little crack right there where you see that line. It doesn't pull apart or anything. It still sits well. Good, Bonnie. I'm so glad. It sits well on the box. It's still cellulose. Okay. It is 3.5 inches across and just under 3/4 inches tall. I thought it was very interesting. Usually we see the really firm and thick, but this is, it's flexible. It's very thin and you can almost see through it with the light. Celluloid. Okay. Oh, did it autocorrect you? I bet you it did. So maybe a powder box? That's what it reminds me of. But nice little butterfly. And I will work on the rest of that sticker with a little bit of water later. And those are for BTS. And well, I'll show you guys. I have a oval serving, what is it called? Serving dish. This is oven serve. Royale is, I believe, the pattern, made in the USA. Probably somewhere between $24 and $30 at a show. Here is the pattern around the edge, kind of like a pie plate in the depth, the curve or the shape of the piece, but it's an oval serving dish. Here are the marks on the back. So that's what should be the name of this pattern, is the Royale or Royal. I would start this one at $15. I would say we're really good on condition. Even the these were decals, I believe. And it's got really bright color. It's on an ivory pottery, stoneware, whatever we want to call it. Oven serve, made in the USA, guaranteed 100% oven proof. So it's got 2 different marks on it on the back. A very nice piece for hanging on a wall or display or putting behind something in a assemblage for just. This guy is a scissor wall pocket with the mushrooms. I would start this at $8. It says to keep my scissors in this rack. If you see that, if you use them, please put them back. I'm thinking it was a hobby piece because I mean, they're painted well. It's got a little speckled glaze. I believe this is a decal. What we do have is a little bit of a glaze issue that probably over time has just yellowed a little bit. You can kind of see a drip right here, right there. There we go. And then on the back, there's a little bit of a drip that's yellowed from the glaze as well. But nice piece for hanging on the wall. Very utilitarian as well. It is about 6 inches by 4 inches and just about 1.25 inches deep. And that, all that. Okay. I'm going to find a spot to set that for a second. Then I think I have the last bag of the night here. That is all that stuff. We've gone through it. I have 2 spring cookie cutters. They'd be $1 each. $1 as in plural, because I have 2 cookie cutters. This is, I believe, Hallmark. Yep, a Hallmark lavender bunny with the detailing, and then there's a cross that's just an outline one. And I believe that one does not have a mark on it. So if you need any spring cookie cutters, hopefully I'll remember to bring those out for the kids at the antique show coming up in July. That'd be a good bin to get out for that. Okay. Oh, I do have this. We'll do these. I have a choice available. You go there, you go there. Got it. We'll start these at, I'd probably put $8 each on them, $10 each on the show or at the booth. So we can start them at 6 here. I have the gnome with his little gold glasses on. They're just a hollow figurine that's a ceramic. And the choice is, he has the white hat and this one has the red hat. They both have glasses, the same design, same face, just one with a red hat and one with a white hat. And I'd start those here at 6 toys. Otherwise, they're going to the Scandi box. I haven't seen these. I think I might have read somewhere that Kirkland's had something like this. So I haven't shopped there in forever. But cute little turn of the top of the hat. Great little face. And I'm afraid I'm going to push him off the edge. Okay. Now I found some glass balls, otherwise known more commonly as fish floats. Thank you, Bonnie. But I think that these are also new ones. But I've found several these last couple weeks, which is kind of strange. But I think that these this one colorway, I believe, is for sure mass produced. And then I think this one is also. So I'm going to show the one that I think might be older first. It is a one-off. These are going crazy in the vendor malls as well. I'm seeing anything that's just a plain old color, and they are marking them $15 to, I don't know, $40 depending on the size. So I'll start this one at 7 because of the color. It's cobalt. I don't think it's mass produced, but it could have been. I thought it was an older one. I guess we'll just kind of put that as I don't know how old it is. but it's cobalt, and I know that one is a sought after color. This size is approximately 3 inches across. 3 inches is each direction, give or take. Has a few, let's see. You can kind of see a few little bubbles and stuff in the glass. There's no giant imperfections, but there's just like a little, like a little bubble in the glass there. So let me see if it glows. Oh, Miss Patsy, good to see you. Welcome in. Thank you so much. Okay, so Miss Patsy's in on the blue ball, and then Maritza, that is the set in the box. Is that this set? If so, I'll put you down for it. That's the personal salt and pepper set in box. Perfect, thank you. And then if anybody else is interested on the blue one, otherwise we can count it down. I believe so. I think so. I put it down for 3. See, Kim's here. She remembers. Perfect. Thank you, Kim. We can count that one down for Miss Patsy. Patsy, this is the blue float. And we have it at 7 currently. Perfect. Okay, and this one's going up here. Got it. All right. See, when you're home on a computer, you can do that easier. When I'm by myself, it's harder to do it. Okay, this is the next one. I would like to start this one let's just start this one at 5 also. I believe this is a newer one because of the newer hemp design on it, but it is a clear float. Again, I believe it to be mass produced and or newer, but it'll be a $7. It's got the style what is with the connection tonight? Is that just all those storms? Okay. I got off the Wi-Fi, and hopefully it'll stop bouncing back and forth. How about now? Am I back now? Okay. So this is a clear one with the hemp netting. There's no glow. No glow. But your TV told you it was buffering and it was clear. Right. I know. So I'm saying my phone automatically connects to the Wi-Fi, and I usually turn it off the Wi-Fi because, especially with storms, because that's more finicky than my cellular service. So Miss Patsy is in on the clear with him at 7. All right. We can count her down for that one. Well, so the next part is I have a group. So it looks right, but usually those have like strands of glass like inside. This reminds me more of, say, Hobby Lobby newer fishing motif that's got this tied around it. That's what this reminds me of, like sailing, fishing, boathouse, kind of a new or Pier 1, something like that. So this last group, I'm pretty sure also are new ones. but I couldn't leave them there. And what I'd like to do is show you all what they are before, and then we can kind of decide, do you want me to do them one at a time, as a group? Either way. Let me see. I have those ones done. That one's really heavy. I'm wondering if this group was maybe sold as like a vase filler or basket filler or something like that, because they're all a coordination of white and clear with white speckles. I'm just going to try and get off the majority of this super fast. You know they're fresh because I just unpacked them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 sizes. So I'm going to show them all to you. No glow with that one. No glow. So this is the biggest one. And it's clear with the white like fritz around it, which means it is 5 inches across. And then I have 2 white ones, and they are very heavy. They are approximately 4 inches. But what I'm seeing is like it's like cut and not smooth very well. And like the big one, you can see that it still has an opening there. So that's why I'm guessing that these are mass produced. So that one was 5. I have 2 of the white ones that are 4. Then I have a white one that is 3, 3 1/4. You can kind of see like the clear, like it's cased, the white inside and the clear on the outside. And then the smallest size is about 2 1/2. And I have 3 of the white with the speckle and 1 solid white. So that's kind of why I think these might have been like a coordinating group that was sold to be like a bowl filler or for a centerpiece or something like that. One of 2 ways we can do this. If people are interested in a specific one, I can tell you a start price on that. Or if you're interested in the whole set, I can have a start for that. So since they're new, I would probably start, let's see, this would be 8, 11, 10, and then like start the whole set at 25, which would be 8 pieces. So I'll give you, if there's anybody who is interested and would rather have it offered up individually and or as a set, let me know. Like I said, these white ones are really heavy. They have a lot of glass in them. Let me turn on the scale and I'll tell you. So this is the 4-inch size, and it is a pound of glass by itself. So since nobody's throwing anything in, I would start the choice of the small at $2 each. So I have 3 of the clear and white and 1 white. And if you're seeing any sticker goo, I would work on that and get all that cleaned off. But working on getting it. Okay, so we'll start on the smalls. Miss Patsy is in at 2. They are pretty much the exact same. Well, about 2 1/2. And each of, so the openings are a little bit different on the clear and white. And there is the small white. And you again see the clear over the white like it's cased. So those are the 2 1/2 inch. All right, we can count those down for Miss Patsy. I'm going to say 2 inch So we'll call those the small at $2 each. And then Miss Patsy, as she's counting that down, let me know what you would like. Any combination of the 4. So we have 3, again, 3 and 1. This way. But I mean, even with them being mass produced, I don't find, even for decor, just for pretty decor, I don't find these. So all 4, you got it. So we're going to say times 4. That's that one. I'm going to move them over here so they don't roll off the table. Then we'll go to, this one is the only one this size, which is a white one, which is a 3-inch. And so we can start that at $3. Here's the finish on that one. This one's probably got one of the white ones are a little bit rougher finish to them. They almost look like they were just broken up, which they are. They're popped off the punty, where they're blown. And they polished it so it's not sharp, but it is definitely not smoothed down into an even pattern. So that would be the 3-inch available. And then the 4-inch. Okay, you sit still right there. The 4-inch, I have 2 available. They'll start at $4. Right? Is that 4-inch? Yeah, pretty much. Real close to 4. I'll show you the different. This is about 3. That's about 4. They almost look like bubbles. And these are probably the heaviest too. This one is almost this is the one I weighed that was a pound. And so the choice of 4, 2 available, start at $4. This one is 11 ounces. And this one is, like I said, 1 pound, 15.9 ounces. Again, they're not the smoothest finish, but that's the good thing about putting them in a bowl. You can put that end down and just hide the finish. Turn them that direction. Oh, okay. We're going to do that now. And it's got a little bit of because it's cased, it's got a little bit of a swirl with the clear and the white on that one. Okay, and then the last one is, excuse me. This will be an $8 start for the biggest size in the clear and white, which means it is right at 5 inches. And again, there's where the finished end of it is from being blown out. A nice size as well. All right, I see you, Ma. Thank you so much. This one was claimed. I'll be fine with it there. And I think we're at the end of the choices for tonight. We're really close to what I normally do for about, Miss Patsy says 9. I'm trying to think if there's, that'll go on the mushrooms. I can show that one again. And I think those were shown. I know these shakers were shown on the road. Did I show this little matchbox guy on the road? I don't remember if I did or not. I think I did. Mom is out. I only have one this size. The only one that I have, okay, good. That's what I was thinking as I unboxed that one. I do have these 2. I don't think I showed these. everything looked really familiar when I undid it. So yeah, Miss Patsy, I only have one in this color, this style, and this size. The duplicates, well, I have the 3-inch white, and then I have the 4-inch white, and I have 2 of the 4-inch white. So, but only one of this biggest size. Move these guys to the side. Thank you, Kathy, for having a wonderful memory. Goodness sakes. I'm going to need, I will be having some, I think at least one jewelry jar that I'm going to save for the 12 days of Christmas. Oh, she should be okay with it. She won't even tell you the one she went out and found. All right, there we go. So this is the 5-inch large clear with white. And we are counting that down for Miss Patsy, and we are at 9. Okay. So these are going to go to the booth. See, that's the thing when I unload from doing 3, as I've been unpacking, I had 3 lives while I was gone. So I'm like, did I show this? Did I not show this? So it's good to know so I can put it in the booth. And it's on its way to the next place. Thank you, Miss Patsy. Those guys are going to go in the Christmas section. Got it. Those I unloaded and you guys have seen before. This is what I don't think I saw. I showed. They're figurines that are made by Avon. There'll be a $5 start choice. I think somebody thought they might have been bookends, but they're individual figurines. So Cherished Moments collection made for Avon. And we have the little mouse mom with the, look, just holding the little collector's plate. And she's got a plate up here on her cabinet wall. And it says Collector's Corner. They are ceramic. It doesn't say who made them for them, but it does say a sticker that says made in Japan. So $5 choice. This little Collector's Corner one is about 5.5 inches tall and 4 by 3.5. And this is why I thought maybe they thought they were bookends, which you could probably use them for that if you wanted to, because they have the nice flat backside to it. And then the other choice, thank you, Kathy, for throwing that link in for Saturday night. Again, I appreciate it. This one is Precious Memories, Moments. I mean, I wonder if they had to change that, because Precious Moments is the brand name, made in Japan for Avon. And this one says My First Call, probably referring to, the Avon lady calling, knocking on the door. There's a little mouse. She's got her little Avon book in her basket. And there's the door, all the details on that as well. Pretty much the same size, being 5.5 inches tall. And that is the 2 choices. And that's why I think somebody thought they might have been bookends, but they are individual figurines. So, all right. You would probably love Mom's glass collection, Miss Patsy. You guys have the same kind of likes and favorite colors. So I think that was the last of the question in my mind of what I had gotten to from unloading. And like I said, I have a few pieces from Heart of Ohio that need to come out of a box. And then I have one other stop that I got glass at that I have not unloaded. But we're all caught up. I do have some craft stuff left that we haven't gone through totally, and I have some teddy bears that we haven't gone through from previous that I still had here before I left on my last trip. So I think that's where we're at tonight for a good stopping point. And anybody have any questions, requests, all those things? I'd love to have you do the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, put it on replay, sit and listen to it while you're sleeping. Let me put you to sleep at night. All that good stuff for all the algorithms on YouTube. I appreciate everybody's support for coming and hanging out and being at the sale tonight. So thank you, Kim, for coming in and helping with the modding. I hope your car troubles aren't too much trouble in the morning for you. Good to see you as always. And we'll see you on Thursday night. We have our Colorado Springs Glass Club meeting on Thursday night here locally in town. And yeah, I think that's where we're at. So I'll see you guys next week. And Stephen will be here. I know he is wanting to he needs space to bring in a collection that he's been waiting for. So hopefully he'll bring some deals with him. And we'll go see you next Tuesday. Good night, everybody.